The Snail and the Whale. This is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big blue humpback whale. This is a rock as black as soot. And this is the snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships and the dock. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is so deep and the world is so wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. These are the other snails in the flock, who all stuck tight to that smooth black rock. And to the snail with the itchy foot, be quiet, don't wiggle, stay still, stay put. But the tiny snail sniffed and sighed and then cried, I got it, I'll hitch a ride. This is a trail of a tiny snail and a silvery trail that looped and curled and that said, ride, wanted around the world. And this is a whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright, a humpback whale immensely large, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves, and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tale of a humpback whale. He held it out of a starlit sea and said to the snail, come ride with me. And this is the sea so free and wild that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far off lands. And fairy mountain and golden sands. And these are the waves that arced and crashed and foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. These are the caves beneath the waves where colourful fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swam past the whale and the snail on its tail. And this is the sky so vast and high, sometimes sunny, blue and warm, and sometimes filled with thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning and flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. And she gazed at the sky and the sea and the land and the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the whale, I feel so small. But then the day came that the whale had lost his way. These are speedboats running a race, zigzagging all over the place, upsetting the whale with ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. And this is the tide slipping away. And the whale laying beached in the bay. Quick, off the sand, back to the sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. And the snail felt helpless and terribly small. And then, I got it, she cried and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. This is a bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in front from play. This is a teacher holding a chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is a board as black as soot. And this is a tiny snail with itchy foot. A snail, a snail! The teacher turned pale. Look! She cried to the children, it's leaving a trail! This is the trail of a tiny snail, the silvery trail that said, save the whale. These are the children running from school, fetching a fireman, digging a pool, squirting and spraying, keeping the whale cool. And this is the tide coming into the bay, and these are villagers shouting, hooray! As the whale and the snail travelled safely away. Back to the dock and the flock and the rock. Who said, how time's flown, haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told the wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, And how the snail, so small and frail, with a looping, curling, silvery trail, saved the whale's life of the humpback whale. And then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snail after snail after snail. And they sank to the sea, and they all set sail on the tail of a grey, blue humpback whale. The end.